So as I was sadly looking for new Remnant from the Ashes details, as I guess crossing my fingers hoping maybe they would change their mind and give us more DLC, I did, however, find that they are releasing a prequel to Remnant from the Ashes called Chronos Before the Ashes. Hey guys, this is Chris with B&B Gaming. Welcome back, and I hope you're doing amazing today. Thank you for taking the time to check out this video. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. Definitely appreciate them because they do help me out. So to start out with, guys, what exactly is Chronos Before the Ashes? According to the blog post, it says that Chronos Before the Ashes is based on the VR-exclusive Chronos. Now with this version of Chronos Before the Ashes, it's been completely overhauled and optimized to work on all platforms without the need of a VR headset. Now Chronos Before the Ashes is scheduled to launch December 1st, 2020 and is coming out for PC on Steam. It's also coming out on Stadia. It's coming for Xbox One, PS4, and even the Nintendo Switch. So the tagline of this Chronos, or Chronos Before the Ashes, is "Get old and die trying," which is odd. It goes on and says that Chronos Before the Ashes is the next release from Gunfire Games, a THQ Nordic studio and developer of Darksiders 3 and Remnant from the Ashes. It goes on and says that in Chronos, the prequel story of Remnant from the Ashes, the player takes the place of a young hero trying to save his home from an ancient evil. To do this, a chosen one is sent into a mysterious labyrinth full of both fearsome and mystic creatures, along with challenging puzzles. It says that combat is unforgiving and brutal, but in Chronos, death is not the end. Each time the hero fails, meaning us, he is cast out or ejected from the World Stone and must wait 1 year to return to the labyrinth, where you can try again, but your hero is going to be 1 year older. It goes on and says that when you start your journey, it's still going to be easier to get stronger and quicker, but the older you get, the more important wisdom about the arcane powers will become. So again, Chronos Before the Ashes is just a kind of like they did with Resident Evil 7, where they took a VR game and made it into a normal kind of game. So one of the main features of Chronos Before the Ashes is that every time you fail, instead of going back to the World Stone, your player is gonna age 1 year. So this is actually gonna affect, I think, like your attributes, because it says when you're younger, you're going to be more nimble and quicker and stronger, but as you age, you're going to have more wisdom and you're going to be able to use more arcane powers. Now, I know I'm wondering, is this just a straight up port of the VR Chronos game? Honestly, I'm not sure, but it does say in the press release, it says that it's based on the VR exclusive. Now this game is like 5 years old, so I'm assuming there are going to be some improvements here, maybe some additional content. They haven't said anything. I did ask Gunfire on Twitter whether or not there is going to be additional content or crossover content, maybe get a unique armor or something from playing this and we get to use it in Remnant or vice versa. They haven't replied, so I don't know. But hopefully we'll find out here in the next couple weeks or maybe months or whatever, since it's scheduled to launch on December 1st, 2020. Now you're probably wondering, have they announced price yet? And I looked it up on Amazon and it's actually $29.99, which personally I think is pretty expensive. Now as far as game length, I read, I'll call them real gamer reviews on Steam, and they were saying it's anywhere from 12 to 20 hours depending on your difficulty and whether or not you're trying to get all the collectibles. Another question you're probably wondering is, what kind of gameplay can we expect from this, especially if you're a Remnant from the Ashes veteran like myself. And from what I can tell, the gameplay I watch, etc., it looks like it's just a straight up melee focused game along with magic as well. And in the description it also says that there are several different puzzles in the labyrinth we're going to have to solve. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Is this a game that's going to be on your radar? Are you interested in checking this out? Let me know what you think. For me, I am pretty excited about this game and I have pre-ordered it, But to be honest, 12 to 20 hours for $30, little hesitant about that. They got to tell me more about the game. Is there more content than there was in the VR version of Chronos? Is there going to be some kind of cross content, some kind of armor or weapon or something? I'd like to know about that as well. But I think the big reason I'm going to pick this game up is I love Remnant from the Ashes. And one thing I really enjoyed about the game are the different enemies and the different locations. I remember the first time the Labyrinth just came out of nowhere in the Earth campaign, and it's just like, wow, I was totally not expecting that, because it just seemed, like, oh, there's some tree enemies or whatever, and then you see the Undying King and the Undying King's palace or whatever it is, and you're like, wow, this is special. This is a really special experience. So I'm excited to try out Chronos Before the Ashes and get some more lore and get some more backstory to this game.